Is copywriting worth learning in 2025? That's exactly what I'm going to help you figure out in this very short video. Because let's be honest, with AI, Claude, ChatGPT, Perplexity, all of these things that at a click of a button, you can have entire sales letters, emails, tweets, all those things written for you. What is the point of learning this skill? Well, I'm going to get into that in just a second. But for all you people who need all the ton of social proof, I've been a copywriter for over 3.5 years. I've been in marketing for over 12 years. I'm a #1 best-selling published author on marketing. I've made 6 figures every year that I've been in copywriting, including my first year. Have had 5-figure royalty checks, 5-figure launches. I've built my own email list to over 5,000 copywriters, all the social proof that you need, right? All of these things. Okay, so let's just get that stuff out of the way and talk about what you're actually here to talk about. And that is it worth it for you to dive in? And for me, it is a resounding yes. It is absolutely worth learning in 2025, but not for the reasons that you think I'm going to say. Not because of all the royalty checks and the career I've built and I'm super biased and all of these things. Bear with me for a sec, because I'm going to give you 5 very simple, straightforward reasons that I don't think you're going to expect at all for why I'm saying you should learn copywriting in 2025. The #1 reason that you should be learning copywriting in 2025 is because copywriting is not about the writing, okay? Copywriting is just a written form of sales. And so what you're actually learning when you learn copy is persuasion and human behavior and market research, offer creation, product to market fit, and all of those things that come with being an incredible salesman. And if you didn't know, sales is the #1 highest selling skill in the world. It is the #1 most profitable skill, okay? Always will be, always has been. And the reason is because you directly generate income with sales. And so whether you actually want to write or not write, copywriting is the best way to learn sales because it encapsulates everything about sales: the product, the market, the persuasion, the communication. All of those things are built into the concepts of learning the fundamentals of copywriting. So when you go buy a copywriting book, you're not learning copywriting, you're learning sales in written form. So to understand the skill takes it beyond just the writing itself. You can actually go apply these to any job in the marketplace. Which leads me to reason #2 is you don't have to be a copywriter, okay? So a lot of people don't think copywriting is worth learning because they don't want to be a copywriter. You don't have to be a copywriter. You can take your skills of copywriting and apply it to whatever business you either want to build or serve, okay? So you could take all of those sales concepts, communication skills, human behavior, market research, all the things that you learn with copywriting, and you could build your own business. You could build a golf business and you can make a lot of money selling golf products, emails, website, landing page. Perfect. All because you learn copywriting. Or you can serve e-com products, supplements, shoes, whatever. You could sell anything in the world. So you don't have to be a copywriter at all. You'll just know all the fundamentals to guide those businesses, whether your own or someone else's, to grow in income over time. Reason #3 that you should absolutely learn copywriting in 2025 is because writing is still the most dominant form of communication in human history and will always be. Think about it. Text messages, Slack messages, presentations, website, landing pages, ads, emails, VSL, scripts, everything. Everything is based on writing. And you read more than you watch videos all day long, even if it's subliminary. Between all the messages, ads, emails, things that you read on books, brochures, all this stuff, written form of communication is still the strongest and most dominant form of communication. And so copywriting is going to teach you how to be a much better communicator. It's going to teach you how to get your ideas across quickly. It's going to teach you how to be more persuasive in your writing. It's going to teach you how to be clearer in your writing. I run an agency of over 30 employees, and I can tell you right now that 99.9% of people, even in the marketing industry, do not communicate clearly. They don't understand how to portray ideas. They don't understand how to take complex ideas and make them simple. They don't understand how to put an idea out there and make it persuasive for somebody else to buy into your idea. All of these things will help you grow not just a business, but it'll help you grow your relationship. It'll help you grow practically anything else that you're trying to build, all because you are a better writer. Reason number 4 that you want to learn copywriting in 2025 is because even with AI, you want to develop a taste for AI. Let's say you want to use AI to write a bunch of stuff for you. You want to prompt it. That's the ease of use. That's the future. That's the direction. The thing you still want to have, the skill set that you still want to have, is to be able to see what that writing is and determine whether it is good or not good and for what reason. This is what most business owners and 99% of entrepreneurs get wrong, is they take the efficiency, the ease of use, and they say, great, now it can do the task for me. But you don't know whether the task is good or not good. I apply this same concept to coding. I am not a coder, I am a copywriter. At one point, I tried to code an app, but it had so many errors that I couldn't actually build the app because I didn't know what the errors were. I was dependent on AI to try and scan and find those errors, and all it did was create more errors. I, as someone who is not a coder, had no idea how to make this app good in the way that I wanted it to be because I don't know how to code. And so even though AI does know how to code, when it did things wrong or when things were broken, I had no idea what to look for. The same applies to copywriting. AI will always pump out stuff that is not relevant to your market, that doesn't make any sense, that's not great storytelling, whatever it is, doesn't matter how good it is. And if you don't know how to spot what's wrong and what could be made better, then you will always be equivalent to anybody else who has access to AI, which is everybody. So anybody can pay $20 and then prompt it, and they are now at the same skill level as you. You have no edge over anybody because you don't know the difference between an AI prompted copy or actual professional great copy. And if you don't know the difference, now the playing field is completely level. You need an edge. You have to understand what makes it good and not good. And by learning the skill yourself, you can look at it and say, boom, I know what's wrong with that. I can make it better. Which leads me to point number 5 is you need to develop non-dependent skills. You need a skill that is not dependent on other people's creations. Things like AI, social media platforms, things that other people have created and control themselves. You need a skill that has nothing to do with that, but that can be applied more generalistically. Human skills, copywriting being persuasion, human behavior, market research, and sales, all wrapped in one, is the most dominant human skill you could ever have in the world. So you could take any job, doesn't matter. You could sell boats, you could sell cars, you could be in marketing, you could run a car wash. It doesn't matter because human persuasion, behavior, market research, all of those things apply to anything you want to do in life. And it doesn't matter whether there's a ton of AI, no AI, think tanks, it doesn't matter because internally you have a skill that doesn't need to sit in front of a computer to prompt to understand what to do next. You already know because you've developed yourself, not a machine. You want to develop yourself. If your only skill set is using machines, then when machines no longer work for you, you are screwed. AKA, if AI were to go down tomorrow, my business is fine because I know what to write. And if I weren't able to write at all tomorrow, I could get any job in the world selling anything tomorrow. I have the most profitable skill set in the world, and it's incredibly accessible to you. So for you to not want to learn that skill set makes zero sense to me. And for anybody discouraging you not to learn that skill set also makes zero sense for me. Again, sales, number one skill in the world. Writing, number one form of communication in the world. So sales, writing together is the number one skill in the world. It will never be outdated to learn copywriting. And so I'm encouraging you, yes, go get some books off Amazon. In fact, I made a video of the top 21 books that I highly recommend for you. You can watch that down below. Or you can grab my Copywriting Catalyst, 63 cash cow copywriting tips that will make you a better copywriter practically overnight. It takes you like 30 minutes to read and you'll have a ton of copy tips. That's free in the description below. If you want to click that, put your email in and it sends directly to your inbox. There are tons of resources for you to learn copywriting. It has never been easier. So I encourage you, even if you're not going to be a copywriter, go pick up this skill immediately. I hope this video was helpful. And if it was, please like and subscribe. The video tells me that you want more copywriting videos. And make sure to leave a comment below of what you want me to teach next. Happy to help. Tell me what videos to make. I'll make them for you. And until next time, we'll chat.